What's up, wrestling fans? It's your boy Bigboysnacksjonnytv, aka what kind of snacks you want? Because I got plenty to go around. This is my WWE NXT Standard Delivery preview and prediction. So if you guys want to see this video, make sure you guys please watch the video from all the way from the beginning all the way towards the end. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content on the channel that I do like this. Because I'm on the road to 9K and the path to youth partner. Follow my social media down below in the description and go check out my AEW Dynamite review on highlights that I did on the channel. And also go check out my WWE NXT review on highlights. And also go check out my WWE Raw review on highlights that I also post on the channel. So without further ado, let's get started. It says WWE NXT Standard Delivered 2025 match card predictions, how to watch and more. It says when is NXT Standard Delivered? How can I watch WWE NXT Standard Delivered? Where is WWE Standard Delivered taking place? All right, Oba family versus Trick Williams versus Giovanni Evans for the NXT champion. So that's gonna be a triple threat match. All right, Stephanie Valkyria versus Julia versus Juggernaut Jordan Grace versus Jada Parker for the women's women's champion. All right, so we got Ricky Saints versus All Eagle Ethan Page for the NXT North American champion. Then we got Fraxia versus Hank and Tank for the NXT Tag Team Champions. So we got the D'Angelo family versus Dark State. Then we got Roxanne Perez and Cora J versus Meta Girls versus Fatal Influence versus Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley. Then in the number one contenders match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. But here's the only thing. The only thing that's missing on NXT is the WWE NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. That's the only thing that's missing, and we need that back. We need the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship back on NXT. Then last but not least, we got Zarya versus Kelani Jordan versus Soruko versus Easy Dame versus Lola Bites versus Dia Hill in a ladder match for the NXT Women's North American Champion. All right, those are the match cuts that we got for NXT Standard Delivery. All right, here we go. WWE biggest time of the year has arrived. There's now only 2 weeks until Cody Rhodes faces John Cena, along with all the other memorable moments at WrestleMania 41 that will help shape the year. That also means NXT has started building the card for their annual showcase, Stand and Deliver. The future of WWE takes center stage as the great uh, appetizer before WrestleMania 41. As is the case at Standard Delivery every year. The event is often a significant moment for the next wave of top stars, while established stars get a sent off before going to the main roster. This year's shows has a similar vibe as Stephanie McCure, Oval Family, and Ricky Saints continue to build their legacy, legacies, while Roxanne Perez may finally say goodbye. Standard Delivery will attempt to set the tone for a great WrestleMania weekend once again. All right. It says, when is NXT Standard Delivery with a question mark? WWE NXT Standard Delivery takes place on Saturday, April 19th at 1 o'clock p.m. the Standard Time Eastern Time. The scheduled starts time is meant to accommodate, accommodate everyone as the show kicks off approximately 6 hours before the opening night of WrestleMania gets underway. It will be a full day of wrestling for the WWE fans, which is I agree with that. It says, how can I watch WWE NXT Standard Delivery? WWE NXT Standard Delivery will stream exclusively on Peacock in the US. However, the show will also stream live on Netflix for viewers outside the United States. It says, where is WWE NXT Standard Delivery taking place? WWE Standard Delivery takes place at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. T-Mobile Arena has a maximum capacity of 20,000 people and will also host the final SmackDown before WrestleMania 41, as well as the much anticipated Raw after WrestleMania. Okay, so we get the first match. So we get Oba Family versus Trick Williams versus Giovanni Evans for the NXT Championship in a triple threat match. Predictions: Oba Family retains despite chaos. So I got Obafemi retaining the NXT Championship. Don't get me wrong, I love Obafemi just like I love Obafemi just like I love Javon Evans and Trick Williams. But in my prediction, I got Obafemi retaining the NXT Championship. It says Obafemi retains the NXT Championship after a tough challenge from Moose at NXT Roadblock. The man the man Obafemi dethroned as champion. Trick Williams has been on a hunt to reclaim his title since January after finally vanquishing Eddie Thorpe. A more aggressive Trick Williams finally has a clear focus on getting his title back from Obafemi. However, Javon Evans has become a thorn and Thorne and Williams' side, fresh off winning a feud against Ethan Page. Javon Nelson believes that it is time for him to be the man in NXT. Trick Williams has strongly dismissed Javon Nelson as a serious threat. Tough Javon Evans was quick to remind Trick Williams that he laid out over February something Trick Williams has not done. Alright. It says a triple threat for the title was announced after a pair of violent confrontations between the trio. Looming large over this match is the president of Dark State, Dion Lennox, Color James, Shaquan Sugars, and uh, Os- Osiris Griffin. NXT's new group has attacked various stars since arriving on the scene, including multiple beatdowns on Obafemi as well as Javon Evans and Trick Williams. With triple threat matches have no disqualification rules, look for the group to once again get involved in this match. But Obafemi will find a way to retain his title. Alright, let's move on. So we get the next match. Stephanie McCure versus the Madness Julia versus the Juggernaut Jordan Grace versus Jada Parker for the NXT Women's Championship in the Triple Threat match. Now, ever since Julia lost to Stephanie McCure, it's been a good match between Stephanie McCure and Julia. And in my honest opinion, I really want to see Jada Parker, Julia, and Juggernaut win, but the Juggernaut Jordan Grace win, but that's just not the case. Ever since Julia attacked Stephanie McCure last week on NXT, and she went left outside the building, and she looked directly at the camera. She said, "No friends, just rematch." So, in my honest opinion, I got Stephanie McCure retaining the NXT Women's Champion. All right, so that's my pick. Stephanie McCure made history as NXT first women's double champion after she defeated Julia at NXT Roadblock. Stephanie McCure had promised to be a fighting champion, and she successfully defended the NXT Women's Championship against Jada Parker and the North American Women's Champion against Fallon Henley on the same night. However, NXT GM Ava believed the pace was unsuitable unsustainable, and asked Stephanie McCure to relinquish the Women's North American Championship, which is I did not like. And the fans was not too happy that Stephanie McCure has to relinquish the NXT Women's North American Champion. I was not too happy about that either. All right, and it says right here, Stephanie McCure agreed, but I'm sorry, Stephanie McCure agrees, but said she wanted to choose her opponent for the NXT Women's Championship at Stand and Deliver, which Ava allowed. Jordan Grace immediately came out to once again state her case for why she deserves the opportunity when Jada Parker arrived and started a brawl. Jordan Grace and Jada Parker fought for the opportunity to face Stephanie McCure, but that predictably turned into a brawl with all three women getting physical. That's when Julia arrives for the first time since losing the NXT Women's Championship at Roadblock to lay out everyone and announce that she wanted her rematch. Ultimately, Stephanie McCure informs Ava that she will face all four women at Stand and Deliver. Stephanie McCure seems like a strong bet to retain, and it will be interesting to see who will earn a singles match against Stephanie McCure after Stand and Deliver. All right, so let's move on. So we get the next match right here: Ricky Saints versus All Eagle Ethan Page for the NXT North American Champion. And this one is easy. I got Ricky Saints retaining the NXT North American Champion. So Ricky Saints is the future of NXT, and he won his first title match, which is the NXT North American Champion, after he defeated Shawn Spears last week on NXT. All right. It says Ricky Saints has taken the NXT universe by storm since arriving. Ricky Saints said that he came to NXT to be the top star, and he wasted no time making his mark, defeating Shawn Spears to become the NXT North American Champion in record time, which is facts by itself. Multiple contenders interrupted Ricky Saints' first promo as champion. Ethan Page, Wesley, Lexis King, and Nate Thorpe. A fatal four-way match was booked to determine who would face Ricky Saints for the title for the NXT North American Champion at NXT Standard Delivery. With Ethan Page emerging victorious, Ethan Page is jealous of Ricky Saints' quick rise to the top, and he determined to stop Ricky Saints' momentum before it gets any bigger. However, Ethan Page will fall at his mission, as Ricky Saints is just getting started on his way to become one of the NXT top stars, which is I agree with that. That's nothing but facts by itself. All right, so we get the next match, tag team match, Fraxium versus Hank and Tank for the NXT tag team champions. All right, ever since ever since Hank and Tank won the NXT tag team no one contenders gauntlet match. That match was fun for what it was. In my prediction, I got Fraction retaining the NXT tag team champions, but I could be wrong by going with Hank and Tank. But I'm just gonna have to stick with my gut by having Fraxium retaining the WWE NXT tag team champions, which is this match going to be good. Fraxium has been on an epic run as NXT Tag Team Champions, aesthetically clearing out the entire tag team division. Their next defense will be determined through a tag team gauntlet match, with the winners getting a title match at Standard Delivery. Hank and Tank ran the gauntlet at the first entry to earn the opportunity at Standard Delivery. They defeated Tyreek Eagley and Tyson DuPont, Brooke Jensen and Nico Vice, Miles Bourne and Tavion Hines, and John Briggs and Yoshiki Anamura. Hank and Tank have been going through an identity crisis, getting concealed from the Hardys, Street Profits, and Motor City Machine Guns, among others. It's a crowning achievement for Hank and Tank to rise all the way from the bottom to the biggest show of the year. However, they'll fall short as Fraxium continues to roll as arguably the best tag team in the world. Alright, let's move on. So we get the D'Angelo family versus Dark State. Ever since Dark State has arrived, the Dark State has been attacking every superstar on NXT. Now last week, Fraxium, the D'Angelo family got into a parking lot brawl against Dark State. That was really good, and it was cinema at the same time. So this is gonna be a good match too. So I got is it so in my opinion this is gonna be tough, but it's gonna have to go with my gut, but I could be wrong. I got the D'Angelo family going over the Dark State, but I could be wrong about it. But that's just my opinion. I stand on it. I got the D'Angelo family going over Dark State. All right. The D'Angelo family, Tony D'Angelo, Stax Lorenzo, Crossfino, Adriano Rizzo has been having a rough time since Tony lost the NXT North American Championship to Shawn Spears. To make matters worse, he was attacked by Dark State, Dion Lennox, Color James, Shaquan Sugars, and Oris Griffin as they attempt to assert authority on the brand. Stax has been aggressively in trying to get revenge on Dark State, which has drawn in our Tony D'Angelo. It appears that a feud is brewing between the Dawn and the Dark State. Dark State will take advantage of the D'Angelo family falling apart and secure the win. So I could be wrong about that. I could have gone with D'Angelo family, but I should have changed my pick to Dark State, but I could be wrong. So in my honest opinion, I really want the D'Angelo family to win, but it's telling me that the Dark State is going to win. So, in my honest opinion, I'm just gonna stick with my pick. I'm going with the D'Angelo family going over Dark State, even though I'm gonna be wrong about it. All right, so we get the next match: Roxanne Perez and Cora J versus Meta Girls versus Fatal Influence versus Gigi Dolan and Tatum Pasley in a number one contenders match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. But like I said earlier in the video, there is one thing that's missing, and that's an NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. We want the NXT Women's we want the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions back on NXT. So in predictions, it's either this is always tough. This is a tough one. It could I got I should have said I got Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade, but but I already know people in the comment section is gonna agree with me. When Roxanne Perez has a match and has a match in every pay per view on NXT in every pay per view, Roxanne Perez is always screaming, and that is annoying. And Roxanne Perez needs to go up to the main roster, and which Roxanne Perez is going to end up on SmackDown, because Roxanne Perez has done so much on NXT, and there is nothing else left for Roxanne Perez to do on NXT. So it's time for Roxanne Perez to go up to the main roster, which is I hope she lands it on SmackDown, which I'm going to be right. So if Roxanne Perez goes up to the main roster, so Roxanne Perez is going to is going to land it on SmackDown, while Cora Jade is going to stay on NXT. So that just fast myself, but this match right here, this was very predictable. Gigi Dolan and Taylor Pasley are not winning. Then you got Fatal Influence, Jesse Jane, and Fallen Henley. They not gonna win. Then you got the Meta Girls, Jakira Jackson and Lash Legend. I I'm just gonna go with my prediction. I gotta go with Jakira Jackson and Lash Legend on this one. That's just my prediction, but I could be wrong. But that's just my opinion. I really want Washington Press and Cora J to win, but that's not the case either. But in my honest opinion, I got to go with my gut. Now that's just my opinion, and I'm going to stand on it. So I got the Meta Girls, Jakira Jackson, and Lash Legend going over Gigi Dolan, Tatum Paxley, and Fatal Influence. That's all I gotta say. So I got the Meta Girls, Jakira Jackson, and Lash Legend winning this match right here. All right. It says right here, NXT General Manager Ava wanted to ensure that the proclaimed best women's division in wrestling was showcased as much as possible in Las Vegas, with the winners of this fatal four-way match earning a shot at the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions on the first NXT after WrestleMania 41. The Meta Girls, Lash Legend, and Shakira Jackson have been close on multiple occasions to winning the tag team gold. While Fatal Influence, Fallen Henley, and Jesse Jane are former tag team champions, as well Gigi Dolan, who teamed with Tatum Paxley. However, Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade are the former women's tag NXT former women's tag team champions who will earn another opportunity. Roxanne Perez is itching closer and closer to the end of her NXT run, and her final story will perhaps bring things full circle as she looks set to either win the tag titles with her best friend Cora Jade, or possibly lose to Cora Jade in a final NXT match. Alright. Then we get this match right here. Zarya versus Keelani Jordan versus Soruka versus Easy Dane versus Lola Vice versus Thea Hill in a ladder match for the NXT Women's North American Championship. Now, we haven't seen Thea Hill ever since Chase U got disbanded. Now, in my honest opinion, I don't see Keelani Jordan winning, just like I don't see Easy Dane winning, just like I don't see Lola Vice winning. But in my honest opinion, I don't see Soruka winning either. So in my honest opinion, I gotta go with Zarya winning I got Zarya winning the ladder match to become the new NXT Women's North American Champion, and then Zarya is going to turn on Soruka on NXT Stand and Deliver. So my pick is Zarya to win the NXT Women's North American Champion and turned on Saruka. I said in my I said in my WWE and I said it on my WWE NXT review and highlights. I said it last week on my WWE NXT review and highlights that Zarya is going to turn on Saruka at NXT turn on Saruka you already know what I said. Zarya is going to turn on Saruka at NXT Standard Delivery. That's all I gotta say. So I got Zarya winning the ladder match to become the new NXT Women's North American Champion, and then Zarya is going to turn on Saruka. That's all I gotta say. All right. With Stephanie McCura agreeing to vacate the Women's North American Champion, with Stephanie McCura agreeing to vacate the NXT Women's North American Championship, which is I did not like and the fans did not like it either. A new champion will be crowned in a ladder match. A callback to how the inaugural champion was crowned. Ava announces that the participants will be determined through qualifying matches. Zarya defeated Lash Slash to qualify and in the inaugural Women's North American Championship. Keelan Georgia defeated Roxanne Perez to qualify. Saruka qualified by defeating Jasmine Nick and Easy Dame. Defeating Jasmine Nick and Easy Dame qualified by defeating Win Sinclair. Lola Vice qualified by defeating Tatum Paxley, and a returning Thea Hell earned the final spot by defeating Carmen Petrovic. Thea Hell has the momentum with her surprise return to NXT just in time for the biggest show of the year. But this is Zarya's time to finally show why she's entirely came to NXT with a similar level of intrigue as Stephanie McCura and Julia. A strong NXT North American championship run can put the shine back on Zarya as a future main roster star. And I agree with that. So and there you have it. And there you have it, chat. If you guys enjoy my WWE NXT Standard Deliver preview and predictions, make sure you guys please watch the video from all the way from the beginning all the way towards the end. Leave a like. Make sure you guys, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications because I'm on the road to 9K in the path to YouTube partner. Follow my social media down below in the description, and I will make a 3-minute YouTube short video of me showing guys I'm going to have a upcoming world premiere of my WWE NXT Standard Delivered. I'm going to show you guys my thumbnail twice in that video. So so tell me in the comment section what are your predictions for this year's WWE NXT Standard Delivered preview and predictions. Sound off down below in the comment section because I want to hear you guys. I want to hear your opinions of what are your predictions for this year's WWE NXT Standard Delivered. Standard delivery preview and predictions. Sign up down below in the comment section. I want you guys to have a great Thursday. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kids, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. And I will see you guys in my upcoming world premiere for my WWE NXT Standard Delivery Preview and Predictions tonight at 4 o'clock a.m. Standard Time, Eastern Time, right here on YouTube. Because my goal for this year is to 9K subscribers and a path to YouTube partner. But I really want to push towards 10K subscribers. So I need you guys help me to get to 10K subscribers. But right now I need to get to 9K subscribers before I get to 10K subscribers, along with becoming a path to YouTube partner. So make sure you guys run my videos so I can get the watch time hours that I deserve. And that's all I gotta say. And I'm going to tag every single one of you guys in my community posts when I post my WWE NXT Standard Delivery preview and predictions right here on my YouTube channel. But enough of that. Have a great Thursday. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kids, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. And I am so excited for WWE NXT Standard Deliver pay-per-view show. Just like I'm also hyped for WWE WrestleMania 41 for night 1 and night 2. In my honest opinion, WrestleMania 41 night 2 is going to be way better than night 1. All they have to do is put all they gotta do is put Jay Uso versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 41 Night 2, and then you could do John Cena, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship at Night 1. It'll make perfect sense. And why is how come let me ask you guys down below in the comment section. How come Alexa Bliss does not have a WrestleMania 41 match? Sound off down below in the comment section. I'm just asking in general to all my social viewers that's watching this video. How how come Alexa Bliss does not have a WrestleMania 41 match at how come that Alexa Bliss does not have a match at WrestleMania 41? Somebody explain to me down below. Explain that to me down below in the comment section. And I need your best answer. So it's always every year after WrestleMania, somebody is gonna make a big return. Now I can see Aleister Black making a return, and he's gonna go to SmackDown to perform some type of stable with Selena Vega. I can see it coming. I can see it coming. But I believe that Becky Lynch is going to show up after WrestleMania 41. Now, if Becky Lynch shows up after WrestleMania 41, Becky Lynch is going to go after Liv Morgan. Ever since Becky Lynch lost the Women's World Championship at King of the Ring pay-per-view to Liv Morgan due to Dominic outside interference, I can see Becky Lynch going after Liv Morgan. That's all I gotta say. That's just my opinion. I'm going to stand on it. All right. This your boy Bigboysnacksjonnytv. Have a great Thursday. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. And I have been working so hard to get where I am today because I've been scratching, crawling, and I busted my back about putting in some work on my watch hours when I go live on YouTube and do world premieres and do YouTube shorts. I've been putting in all the work because of you guys in my YouTube community. I love you guys so much, man. Love yourself, treat yourself, and live life, man. And 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 stay out of trouble. I'm just saying this in general. Stay out of trouble. Don't get caught in anybody else's drama. Just stay out of it. That's nobody's business. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I gotta say. But anyway, I just had to put this out there just to give you guys some nice positive vibe. I'm just spreading nothing but positivity. That's all I gotta say. I push the positivity forward, and that's the only thing I do. I do nothing but push the positivity forward. I don't push that negativity. That negativity can go somewhere else, and that's all I gotta say. And that's nothing but facts by itself. But anyway, I want you guys to have a great Thursday. Stay safe and always stay too sweet. And I'm out of here, gang. Mwah. Bang, too sweet, gang. And I am, like I said earlier, I am so excited for NXT Standard Delivery pay-per-view, just like I'm so excited for WrestleMania 41 for night 1 and night 2, because at the end of the day, wrestling matters because it's just too sweet. And I'm out of here, gang.